Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to go through questions that you guys have asked in the comments section below. So if you want to get involved in one of these future videos, which we plan to do on a regular basis, then drop a comment in below of any questions you may have. And that could be questions from anything from tax related, QuickBooks related, or anything in between. Remember, here at Boffix, we want small businesses not just survive, but thrive. And one of the best ways we can do that for one another is making sure that we answer questions accordingly. So join me as I go through questions that you guys have asked, and we'll go through and answer them here now. Hello, my name is Patrick. I'm a chartered accountant, a certified UK trader with a fancy new logo, that QuickBooks Chap on the internet, and also head of account here at Boffix. Now, today we have a very exciting video. These are the videos I love the most because it involves you guys. At the end of the day, why would we have a YouTube channel without you guys, the community? So we're going to go through answering your questions, making sure that we keep on top of them and you keep us honest. Maybe you've spotted a mistake that we've done. Maybe we got asked a further question we didn't answer in a particular video. Whatever it's going to be, we have some really great questions to go through here and we're going to answer them accordingly. So without further ado, let's go for question number one. So this user asks, I've been watching a few of your videos this evening and was ready to switch from Zoho to QuickBooks. However, I can't see any videos on deposits. I saw the video and lets you record a deposit already received, but what if I have an invoice for £1,000 and then I send and want a line that says I need £500 deposit straight away, which will then allow me to invoice the balance later. I looked at progress invoices, which I think is fine for recording at my end, but not sure how I can make this clear on the invoice to a customer. Well, great news, within QuickBooks Online, there is a setting. So what you need to do is get yourself an invoice up, go to the top right hand corner, go to the company cog or this invoice cog at that point, and from there you can tick a little box for deposits. Once you've turned on that deposits button, you'll be able to complete your invoice as normal, and then just below there will be an option to put in a deposit figure that's been sent. Furthermore, we learnt from the last time that we had an update from QuickBooks that the whole deposit section is about to become even better. So we're going to have the opportunity to not only record deposits in a bit more of a seamless fashion, but we're also going to have the opportunity to send a payment link over to a client and get that deposit paid as well. So we've got some really exciting features coming with deposits. So QuickBooks is definitely going to keep you and your deposit needs secure. So if I was you, I'd get over to QuickBooks straight away. And don't forget, I am the QuickBooks Chap. So head over to my channel if you want any QuickBooks related questions and tips and tricks going forward. Welcome to question number 2. Here's a question. I'm starting a new business in which I fully intend to be VAT registered. Excellent. In the near to mid-term future, the majority of my clients are VAT registered corporations, and equipment I'm buying and startup expense are costly enough to warrant a substantial VAT rebate when I do register. However, while I get the business off the ground, I don't want to price out early non-registered clients by adding that 20%. I'm opening a new QuickBooks Plus account. It is advisable or not to run all my expenses through the books, as I'm already VAT registered. I ask because in the future, when I do register, I really don't fancy running every single purchase over again to add the 20%. And this is a great dilemma that happens to a lot of customers. And I did a whole video based on this. So when you first become VAT registered, there's a little trick within QuickBooks Online. And that trick is to make sure that you have filed effectively, or I would call a ghost return. QuickBooks has a really great feature called exceptions. And the idea of exceptions is that if you've put something into a previous VAT return and then make a change for it, then QuickBooks is going to pick that up and record it as an exception. So in a crude example, imagine that you already recorded a expenditure, but at the time you didn't have the VAT receipt, and at the time you weren't sure if you were able to claim it or not. And then later down the line, you get that VAT receipt, you can make the adjustment, make the change, and what will happen is it will be amended automatically in the next return. Great feature, and we love exception reports in QuickBooks Online. But you can use this to your advantage in any of your future issues. So all you need to do is you go into QuickBooks Online, and when you go into QuickBooks Online, originally you won't need to put the VAT elements in there. But if you have already filed that dummy invoice, then you can go back and change those ones there. Better yet, if you have an accountant, you can be really cheeky to them and ask them to use their accountant's tools. So us as accountants, when we use QuickBooks Online, we can go in there and we can make vast adjustments and batch adjustments against it. So for me to do this option using my tools, I could go into all of my purchases, swap them from no VAT to 20% VAT. That will then appear on your exception report on your next return, and everything will go through dead quickly. I could do that in seconds. So either go through individually or grab someone to go and do that for you. Either way, I think you'll be in a much better position by doing it that way. Have a look at my video that goes through in a lot more detail, but that's definitely going to be a solution for you that's going to make your life easier. Next question. When it comes to eBay, if you opt for eBay GSP, that saves on both the ISSOS issue. So what they're talking about there is that whole idea of having to go, not having to register for the one-stop shop. And shipping, as you just send to their partner Pitney Bowes address. I think this will save the headache, but not sure if we do differently in QBO. Be good to see one of you demo videos in QBO. Yeah, it's a great question. So the way that the one-stop system works and the way that GSP works is actually eBay is the one collecting the fees and collecting the VAT in this case on behalf of you. So technically what it means is that you're selling to eBay and then eBay selling to the end customer. So in QuickBooks Online, what you need to be doing is showing that actually you're not sending any the VAT over. You need to be recording that you're sending to eBay, and at that point there's no VAT involved, nothing to worry about, because eBay is going to basically take that and sell it on and go forward. So it's actually really straightforward when you use GSP. You don't have to worry about the whole bringing it into the one-stop shop. We have got a video coming up on how to make the one-stop shop so much easier for you going forward if you do ever go into that position. Nice quick question here. I wanted to know which accounts in QuickBooks I should connect to and why. So basically it's going to be all your bank accounts that you want to connect to, all your credit card accounts if they're applicable, any loan accounts, basically any account that you've got that you can get into QuickBooks Online is going to make your life easier. PayPal, any other payment system that you're using. The more integrations you get, the more of that information you can get flown into QuickBooks Online, the easier your life's going to be, because that's going to save on errors, that's going to speed things up, it's going to mean you can utilize little tips and tricks like rules to really bring information in. And it's the best way for you to get real-time information flowing into QuickBooks that then you can utilize for making great business decisions. So if it was me, I'd be attaching every single account I can, and that's what I do for my businesses, because you want to be making sure that all that information is flowing into QuickBooks nice and straightforward. Next question. Hi Aaron, if not using QuickBooks and using my own spreadsheets, how do I document where I show the takings of drawings? Also, do I pay my taxes from my personal account from the drawings I've taken, or do I pay from the business account, and how do I show the payment? Fantastic question here. So as a sole trader, which we're taking an assumption for because you've said drawings there, then it doesn't matter where you pay the tax from. So let's get that one done and dusted. The one thing to remember about being a sole trader is it doesn't matter how much money you take out personally or how much you pay personally to anyone, including HMRC. What it comes to when you're a sole trader is how much profit you've earned in a particular year. If at the end of a particular year you've earned yourself £30,000, for example, in profits, and you're able to take £1 out of your business, compared to if you had £30,000 worth of profits and you took £30,000 of money out of the business, then it doesn't matter from a tax point of view. Both of those scenarios will come to exactly the same tax bill. When you're a sole trader, it has no bearing whatsoever how much money you take out. So if you pay your tax bill from your personal account or from your business account, it's not going to make any difference whatsoever. Where you post that to, well, it's always going to go to drawings. Keep that as your place where anything personal goes. So your tax bill is a drawing. You paying for your rent, mortgage and everything else, that's going to be drawings. You transferring money from your business to your personal account is drawings. Every time you have a personal expenditure which has no bearing on your business at all, then you want to be counting that as drawings. Drawings is effectively you saying that you've made this money in your business and you're taking some money out for your own personal use. We don't need to know, HMRC doesn't need to know what that is, and all that needs to be done is recorded that you are taking it out from the business to yourself as personal. So drawings it is. And then my final question of today, remember, if you want to get your questions answered, don't forget to use the comment box below, because that's what this is all about. So this is a comment on our recent video about actually getting yourself registered for HMRC. And it says, and we don't show the 648 or any live example of a client could log on to their government gateway to authorise accountant, for example, MTD. So what this is talking about is how do we get ourselves authorised with HMRC? Or more importantly, how do you guys get yourself authorised with your accountant? That's a great question there. So one of the reasons we haven't quite covered this topic just yet is because we're in a bit of a change of flux at this point in time. What was the old 64.8 system is slowly and surely going to be retired, and we're moving on to a much more simplified system in some respects where you get authorised from your own portal. So at the moment, 648s are really straightforward. And all a 648 really is you as a client telling HMRC you're happy for an accountant to work on your behalf, file on your behalf, those sort of ideas. You're giving authority for your accountant to work for you. Now, currently, for most 648 procedures, what it is that we would go to HMRC, we would fill in basically a questionnaire to prove who you are. If we fill in that questionnaire and it comes back correct and we've correctly established who you are, that code will be sent to you via post. You will hand that code to us as accountant. We will then be able to authorise you as a client. Now, that process, there isn't really much we can show you because really all you guys get to see is the fact that you get a letter come through from the post and then you pass it over. What is definitely a much more of an interesting video and something we will definitely look at doing in the future is how to register when you're using your online portal. Because basically you as a taxpayer using any of your taxes, you can log in as an individual or as a company, and from there you have the option to authorise an accountant by sending a link. Then that link can be authorised and we can go through from there. So we will definitely be looking at putting that into play. The only reason we haven't done it straight away is because with the form of MTD as it is at the moment means that process is still evolving. There's still not kind of a set way that it's been done. To be completely honest with you, even we as accountants are struggling sometimes to keep on top of how to register for 64.8s for MTD enabled clients. But don't worry, that is a video that's in the pipeline. You will be seeing that soon, and we'll be making sure that we get that sort of information to you as soon as possible. So if that sounds interesting to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz so you don't miss out on any more. And that's it. That is all the questions that we wanted to answer in this video today. But don't think that that's the end of it. Remember, use the comment section on any of our videos. Put a comment in there. Either we will respond to you straight away, or like we've done with these particular examples, we've told them that we're going to be including them in a future video. And here that video is. So if you've got questions about anything to do with business, make sure to put that question in below. It doesn't just have to be tax related or accounts related. If you need marketing advice or anything else, we will look at to get some advice to you as well. So use that question comment box below. Let us be able to answer some questions for you. And then we can make sure that we are making this community grow and also giving you guys something back for saying a little thank you for joining us along this road. My name's been Aaron Patrick. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure to do this video for you. Don't forget, like, subscribe so that we can make sure that you as a small business doesn't just survive, but it thrives. My name's been Aaron Patrick. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.